Hey guys, life path number 9. This is Julie Saillant, your intuitive healer for your life and business. Thank you for being here today. Welcome to the fam. So glad that you guys are here again. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Just a couple of things below. I do have a donation button. If you want to donate to the channel, that would be greatly appreciated. I also have 2 buttons if you need a reading for yourself, or if you need an energy reading, a healing, or if you need a reading for your business or your animal session. Those are below as well. And I also do have a 4-week course that's coming up starting next Monday. And it's all about finding your gifts. So we're going to find your gifts. We're going to have you start to use your gifts and understand how they work. We're going to bring you into alignment, and then we're going to find your soul's purpose and the reason why you're here on planet Earth. So if you'd like more information to jump in on that, that link will be below as well. So I am an intuitive healer. I'm also a channeler, and I work with God, Spirit, the divine, the archangels, your ancestors to bring you channel messages. I am not a tarot reader, but I do use animal cards to guide me to where your challenges are. And the animals just so, they're so amazing. They will loan you the attributes that you need. And I also just pulled a couple of moon cards and actually 3 moon cards for you tonight. So I have already called in my archangels, my team. I would like us all to just set the intention for us to have a reading. I'm going to give a reading to the collective. If this does not resonate with you, then please don't worry about it. It will hopefully the next time. And what I want you to know is that we don't go by astrological sign or zodiac signs here. We go by life path numbers. And the way to get your life path number is by your birthday. You add up the month, the day, and the year, and you add up those numbers together, those 3 numbers, and then you bring it to the lowest common number. And you are life path number 9. So you guys are the peacekeepers. You guys are the humanitarians. You guys are the ones that go into the field and help other people. You have visions that other people don't have. You do things that other people don't do. You're not afraid to take on big initiatives and big projects. That's what you live for, right? And that's amazing. I love that about you. You love excitement, you love adventure, and you love just getting out there and helping people more than any other sign. So for you to shine your light in this world is a big deal because you can affect a lot of people. So whether you know it or not, your soul came here at this particular time. You signed up for this to be here at this time to learn lessons for your soul and to help humanity. And as a life path number 9, you guys are on fire to help others. So I love that about you. So what I did was I basically asked all of your ancestors to come forward. And I got something that was incredible. And I was seeing you out in the field, and the field, if you will, looks like a humanitarian effort, right? So it could be in Africa, it could be in Los Angeles with the homeless people, it could be anywhere that you are needed to help animals and humans that are in a dire condition. Now, we are living in crazy times right now with the pandemic. So everywhere is struggling, every country. But you know as well as I do that there are places that are hit much harder than others, right? So I see you, and you're going out into these barren places, these wastelands, to try and bring water and food and love and healing. And that's such a noble thing. But as you prepare for your trip, you are looking and you're so focused on this garden. They showed me like a garden that you want to create, right? So the image I had was you're going into a barren wasteland. Think of it, there's hardly any trees. It was really sunny. It was like a desert. And it was like, there was not a lot of vegetation. The people were very hungry. The animals were hungry. There's no water. There's very little food. I mean, this place needs a lot of help and a lot of love. Okay. And you are so focused on getting there and helping that you want to create a beautiful garden there, right? You want to bring water and there's going to be plants and everybody's going to get fed and it's just going to bloom. Like everything's going to bloom into this beautiful garden, which is amazing. But what they showed me is that you have a garden here at home and you're not paying attention to it, like at all. And the garden could have loved ones, a profession, yourself, your own soul, you know, your spouse, your children, your brother, your sister, your father, your mother, your grandparents, animals that you have. A lot of your garden is not getting the love that it needs, the attention that it needs. And the things that are in your garden are starting to wilt. And even some are starting to kind of getting ready to let go because you're not paying attention to what's right in front of you. You're so focused on this other garden that you want to build over here that you're not focused on what's right in front of your eyes right now. So Spirit is asking me to let you know that there are things and people, and there's a lot in your life that you're neglecting. And you're so focused on this trip that you don't want to look at your own garden for some reason. And only you can bring the love and healing to the garden that you need because it's your garden, right? I can't do it for you. And Spirit's also giving you a warning that if you continue to not water this garden will dry up and die and wither, and you won't be able to bring it back. It will cause a lack of trust, betrayals. It will be very disillusioning for you and for those around you, because those around you that love you can only wait so long before they say, I'm not getting anything here. You know, where's the love? Where's the water? Why am I here in the first place? I'm just not getting any love back. I keep waiting for you and like waving at you, and you're not listening to me. You're so focused on this other stuff, but we need you too. I know you want to go help the world, but we need you too. So Spirit is asking you to step back and take a look at your life and figure out where you can start watering your own garden. Okay. It's kind of deep and it's pretty heavy, but it's something that you can overcome. This is a warning, right? Nothing is set in stone. You still have free will. You can still pivot and change gears. If you haven't been giving attention and love to loved ones, start doing it now. Because guys, life is really short and we don't know. Things can happen in the blink of an eye, especially now in this world. Okay, so I got 5 different cards for you from the animal kingdom. And as you know, this is your challenge, and this is where the animals want to loan you their attributes to help you. And the first one I got was Parrot Spirit. And it's a beautiful parrot that's flying. And it says, watch your words. This to me speaks to your garden. It's just like plants. When you have a plant and you talk to your plant and tell it how beautiful it is and how much I love you and how much you're growing and I'm so proud of you, the plant just starts blooming. If you ignore the plant and you don't feed it, you don't water it, and even if you say bad things to it, it can die. It's been proven. They prove that also with ice, with water, with ice. So watch your words. Watch what you're saying to others and watch what you're saying about yourself to yourself. Okay? It's super important. Spirit wants to co-create with you, but the only way that you're going to get from where you are now to where you want to be is if you are positive and give yourself grace and praise. This is interesting. Vulture Spirit. I've never gotten this one that says a big vulture on it. And we all know what vultures do. Vultures like eat anything, right? And it says nothing is wasted. And this is here to tell me that you think that you've had so many detours in your life that are negative. You got laid off, you got fired, you got divorced, whatever happened. Maybe your parents are no longer here. You've experienced death. You've experienced a break with loved ones. I can see it clearly, a very big divide, miscommunications. But Spirit wants you to know that nothing's wasted and that everything that you went through, first of all, they're only lessons, not failures, just lessons. No matter how hard they were, they're there for a purpose, to make you see something a different way, to give you a different perspective, to make you stronger, whatever it was. Nothing that you've gone through has ever been wasted. And for those of you out there that are saying, I am trying to start my own business and I wish I'd done this 5 years ago. I really wish I'd started earlier. Spirit is saying you weren't ready and it would have failed. And if you did try and it failed, there's a reason why that failed. That happened to me. I've had a few businesses, they failed, but I wasn't using my gifts, number one. So I wasn't in alignment. I wasn't walking my soul's purpose, number two. I was just doing it to way to make money, never a good idea. And they failed, but I learned a lot. And I learned that you have to be operating in your gifts to be successful and truly happy. And that I wasn't ready. And if I had gotten a windfall of money, my ego was so big that it never would have lasted. And now I think I'm much more balanced as a human because I've gone through a lot of shit in the meantime between here and there, between here and here. There's been a lot of failures, but there's been some successes too. But now for the big successes to start rolling in, you know, you're in alignment, you're on your soul's path, you're using your gifts. Nothing that you've been through has ever been wasted. And then rhino spirit came through and it's got this beautiful rhino and the rhino's got all flowers around it. And it says, overcoming any obstacle. See, if you hadn't gone through, vulture spirit, what you went through and the lessons that you learned, you wouldn't have been able to overcome any obstacle now because it made you stronger. It made you tougher. It made you smarter. It made you have a thicker skin. It made your container bigger. If you're a healer, it made you able to hold space for other people. Because if you can't hold space for yourself, you certainly can't hold space for others. It doesn't work that way. Healers are, man, bitches. I mean, people think, oh, we're all love and light. Oh, you're spiritual, love and light. Weak, empathic people and empaths weak. Bullshit. We are the most toughest people you're ever going to want to meet. We are tough people because we fought all our battles alone and we fought a lot of battles spiritually. So now you can overcome obstacles. And you know, because you're smarter, because you had a failure over here, that's going to help you in the future. Because now you can try again with more information. You're like, I've seen this before. I know how to get through this. And by the way, you don't go over it, you go under it. It's much easier. It's like a giant wave. You don't fight it at the top. You go underneath and it goes right over you. And like, fine. Crow spirit came out again, my favorite. I love my crows / ravens. And I say this again, did you know that ravens are so smart that they can recognize faces, facial recognition? They have this. They're also the bringers of life and death, and they're amazing. And it says co-create with spirit. What did I just say? I don't make this up. Co-create with spirit. And the last one's nightingale spirit. And there's a beautiful nightingale, and she's got a crown on her head, and she's sitting on top of old Victrola, because nightingales, they have such a beautiful song. And it says, love is all around. But remember, the garden that you're trying to build in the wasteland, that's not there yet, you're going to cultivate with love. Cultivate your own garden here first with love. Tend to your own garden first. All right. So those are the messages the animals want to tell you. Nightingale spirit, love is all around you. You're never alone. Tend to your own garden. Crow spirit, co-create with spirit because it's so much easier. Spirit has wisdom for you that you need right now. Don't shut spirit out, please. The rhino spirit, you can overcome any obstacle. You're tough as a rhino. Nothing can break their skin. And the reason you can overcome the obstacles is because you've had failures. So embrace those as just the lessons that they were, not failures, please. Vulture spirit, nothing goes to waste, right? Everything you've learned, you've taken with you. And parrot spirit, watch your words. Be gentle to yourself and others. It goes a long way, you'll see. And from the universe, I got the moon, waning gibbous moon. And it says, group activities favorable. And you know what I was thinking about when I was thinking about your garden? You know, I've worked for a lot of companies where we would attend gardens, and it was always as a group. Like say you go to pick up trash or something, it's always as a group. Include people in on your vision, please. Especially because you have big visions, because you're humanitarians. Ask other people to help you. Because when you get other people to help you, it's a beautiful thing. No one can do this all by themselves. And then I got the worm moon, and it says end of cold, dark period, and renewal. Again, as the rhino said, you can go through anything. The end of the cold, dark period, and renewal happens. And then lastly, the beautiful pink moon. I've never seen this one before. It's a beautiful pink moon with pink flowers underneath it. And it says growth, rebirth, and renewal. All of what your garden will do here and the garden that you're going to create abroad or in that barren space. You have the power to create. That's amazing. It's amazing. Celebrate that. All right, guys. So I hope this helped you. Please, again, thank you for being here. Welcome to the fam. Thank you so much for showing up. And again, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Definitely leave some comments. I always respond to the comments. I love doing that for you. And I wish you guys all the best. And please let me know how this resonated for you and leave me your comments. And if you're interested in the group that starts next Monday, the 4 weeks with me, learning the Phoenix technique, please do so. Check it out and sign up for it. All right, guys, thanks so much. Talk soon.